Hello, you're watching ERi-TV viewers. Welcome to our English news broadcast, live from our headquarters in Asmara. I'm Ham Barhat. Let's first look at the stories that are making headlines today. Ambassador Issa delivered message of President Isaias. Ministerial Conference on Marine Litter and Plastic Pollution. Sanctions imposed by the United States and Europe. Twins conjoined at head, separated after rare surgery. Mr. Issa Ahmed Issa, Eritrean ambassador in Sudan, delivered a message of President Isaias Afwerki to General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan, chairman of the Sudan Sovereign Council. The message of the President Isaias focuses on the development of bilateral ties and mutual cooperation based on good neighbor lines as well as regional issues of mutual interest. At the meeting, held at the office of General al-Burhan, the two sides discussed strengthening bilateral relations to the benefit of peoples of the two countries, pointing out the bilateral relation between Eritrea and Sudan is deep-rooted. General al-Burhan expressed good wishes to President Isaias Afwerki. Eritrea participated at the Ministerial Conference on Marine Litter and Plastic Pollution that was held on 1 and 2 September in Geneva, Switzerland. The objective of the Ministerial Conference was to find a binding global accord to prevent marine litter and control sea pollution. Speaking at the occasion, Mr. Beine Russom, Eritrean ambassador in Kenya and Eritrea's representative at the UN Habitat, underlined the significant damage that plastics and plastic products thrown in land and sea are causing on the environment, called for creating alternative solutions that do not harm the environment. Ambassador Beine noted that Eritrea banned the production, importation, and use of single-use plastics as early as 2002 at the municipal level and in 2005 at the national level, pointing out that production, trading, and the use of plastics continue to be legal in countries of the region, and beyond plastic products continued to enter into country on small scale. Ambassador Beine called for effective collective and integrating efforts to address the problem. The conference was attended by Minister Adim Osman, charge of the affairs at the Eritrean Embassy in Geneva, and Mr. Alek Christos Senai, first secretary at the Eritrean Embassy in Kenya, and in person and virtual. Mr. Hans Teklemkail, Eritrean ambassador in the Republic of South Sudan, held a meeting with various senior officials of the Republic of South Sudan. Ambassador Johannes held meeting with Vice Presidents Mr. Taban Dengai, Rebecca Garang, and Hussein Abdul Ba'i, Presidential Affairs Minister Mr. Barnaba Maria Berjabin, Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Ambassador Beatrice Kemiswani, Minister of Information Mikhail Maikwe, as well as Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation Deng Dao Deng Malek, on the development of bilateral ties and regional developments, underlining the significance of the development of bilateral ties between Eritrea and South Sudan and the peace and stability of the region. Ambassador Johannes briefed the officials on developments in the Horn of Africa and the stance of Eritrea. Ambassador Johannes has previously conducted seminar meetings with Vice Presidents Riek Machar and James Wani Iga. We'll be back with more international too. Stay tuned. The second round of talks between the Venezuelan government and opposition continued on Saturday in Mexico City to ease the once prosperous country's long-running crisis, which has forced millions to flee. Representatives of the impacted Socialist President Nicolas Maduro and the opposition to his government met during the weekend after a first round of negotiations held in the Mexican capital city last month. The opposition said that they are working on early agreements to alleviate the humanitarian crisis in the Latin American country. The government stated that they have been demanding that financial sanctions imposed by the United States and Europe on Venezuela be lifted. Venezuela's economic collapse has been felt far beyond its borders as desperate individuals and whole families have sought better prospects in other countries, part of an exodus that was Washington-based Organization of American States has estimated will reach 7 million next year. One-year-old twin girls who were born conjoined at the back of their heads have seen each other for the first time after undergoing rare separation surgery in Israel. The 12-hour operation at the Soroka Medical Center in the city of Beersheba last week took months of preparation and included the scalp grafts for both. Dozens of experts from Israel and abroad were involved. The girls who were not have been named are said to be recovering well. It is the first time such an operation, which has only been conducted 20 times worldwide, has been performed in Israel. Months before the surgery, inflatable silicone bags were inserted into their heads and periodically expanded to stretch the skin. The new skin was then used to seal their heads after skulls were reconstructed. The girls who were born in August 2020 are expected to lead completely normal lives. That was our news for tonight. We conclude with a recap of the headlines. Ambassador Issa delivered message of President Issa's. Ministerial Conference on Marine Litter and Plastic Pollution. Sanctions imposed by the United States and Europe. Twins conjoined at head, separated after rare surgery. That was all for tonight. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.